Hey there, it's the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast coming live from Universal Bar and Grill. I'm here with GT. I'm Wild Joe.
Dale, 3 of 5 Chico, Mr. Worldwide. What's going on, girl?
That sounded a little bit more like Pitbull than it did GT.
We're on 4093 Lancashire Boulevard here in Universal Studios.
We're here at GT's Comedy Jam where we are recording the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. I have Tommy Morris in the background playing guitar and singing. He's back from the islands and he's right here in Universal Bar and Grill.
So what's your favorite beer? What's your favorite beer, Wild Joe?
I usually drink, it's called a Pilsner. That means like a piss yellow light beer. I think most American beers like Coors and Budweiser are actually Pilsners, but I like Heineken and Corona, kind of weak beers. I guess it's like the girly, wimpy beers.
So you don't like American beers. That's not your thing. Do you drink any hard liquor?
I do like certain hard liquor, like whiskey, Maker's Mark, Jack Daniels for rock shows, vodka. I like Grey Goose, Kettle One, and of course Global Vodka, which is super smooth that they sell here. That's a new vodka coming out. And red wine.
Have you ever been really drunk and you threw up? Have you ever done that? Like hugged the toilet?
I have thrown up a couple times in my life. Once when I was a college girl, I threw up. I had a really sweet boyfriend that held my hair, and both of us were shocked that we found corn in my barf. There was a piece of corn in my barf, and I hadn't eaten anything corn, so it was very mysterious and odd.
So you had corn probably stuck somewhere in your stomach.
I don't know. Or maybe they hid it inside of a microwave burrito.
When did you have that microwave burrito?
I had it a couple days before, or maybe the day before, and I didn't know there was corn in that burrito, but maybe it was a secret ingredient.
Where'd you get it from, 7-Eleven?
No, I'm sure it was just from the frozen foods aisle at the grocery store.
So you were eating a lot of frozen. You eat a lot of frozen food, huh?
I actually did for a while, like college age. I ate a lot of frozen foods, but I slowly started finding more natural things to eat. Certain things that I like pizzas.
There's a lot of preservatives in those frozen foods.
Yeah, I've gone organic, and even my pizzas are organic. So people think of pizza, they think of like a really greasy, fattening, like cholesterol-ridden food that you could find like on the filthy streets of New York or something. No, not my pizza. It's clean and wholesome.
Clean and wholesome. So, what type of pizzas? You don't eat pineapple pizza, do you?
Usually mushrooms and olives. I really like, I got a basil plant that grows by itself, and I've been cutting off leaves and making fresh basil. I'm really like gourmet now.
You used to live right by Okie Dogs down the street, and I ate there the other day. Actually, it wasn't like a year ago.
Yeah, I was sandwiched between Okie Dogs and Pink's hot dogs, and I couldn't tell you which is more disgusting. I never got up the nerve to go to Okie Dogs because I saw the people that were hanging around outside of it, and I didn't want to go there. It looked like they took like the most hillbilly homeless people out of Oklahoma and put them right there in the middle of West Hollywood at Okie Dog.
You know what? Okie Dog had a really good hot dog.
Well, Pink's hot dogs, it was one of the most disgusting hot dogs I've ever had. I had to bite through this thick skin to get to the hot dog inside. It was just disgusting. And one of the worst things I've ever eaten. Like, I can't even forget how gross it was.
Seems like LA is full of pizza faces. Everywhere you go, I see pizza faces. They eat so much pizza, their face looks like pizza.
Are you talking about acne? Acne is a serious disorder, and some people, they just can't help it if they have it.
I'm not only talking about acne. I'm talking about real pizza face. When I say pizza face, people, everybody's eating LA. Everybody's eating pizza. That's why I call them pizza face.
That's ridiculous. I mean, there's pizza all over the country. Chicago's pizza, like I said before, New York pizza. It's not an LA thing, but you're right. It's easy to find lots of different kinds of pizza in LA, but that has nothing to do with acne or having a pizza face. That's just something a bully says.
You know what? I eat pizza. Okay? The reason I call people a pizza face, maybe because I didn't know what pizza face meant. I just saw this bumper sticker said pizza face inside the restroom of some famous restaurant. And it's like an Italian restaurant. Everyone's just constantly eating pizza.
This is a true story, GT.
It's a true story. Like, everybody's eating pizza. Like, they got nothing else to eat but pizza.
Not that part. The part where you saw a sign that said pizza face in a bathroom of an expensive Italian restaurant. What were you doing there?
I was taking a piss. And I went in there. It was crowded. People were standing outside. I walked inside the bathroom. Right by the door hinge, it said, pizza face.
I don't know if I believe this story. You're going to have to take me to this restaurant, GT.
I don't know. Everybody's Ubering to this place. Everybody's taking the lift. Everybody's driving up in their expensive cars and eating gourmet pizza.
Well, it sounds pretty good. I like gourmet pizza. There's all kinds of pizza. And for me, I'm going to stick with the gourmet pizza.
Seems like you like to eat pizza. All you do is eat pizza. It's like...
That's not all I eat. And like I said, I'm very selective with my pizzas.
Hey guys, you need carpet, hardwood floors, laminate, tile, luxury floors. Log on to selectflooring.biz. You will get all the support you need. And if you need installation, ask for it. Once again, log on to selectflooring.biz for your flooring needs.
Hey, GT, what just happened?
Someone was walking down the street. Some homeless person comes inside the bar asking for $1.
Yeah, he came inside the door like he's going to come and watch the comedy show. And he asked you for $1?
Yeah, he's asking for $1.
And then he pushed his shopping cart away. Which those shopping carts, they're stealing shopping carts. That's probably worth $50.
If I go around LA giving out dollars to every homeless person that's asking for $1, I'll be like negative $50.
Yeah, it'd be easy to lose all your dollars that way. And to start a big fight, it's just not fair. You can't give it to one person and not another.
You know what? This homeless person wanted my change. He asked for a change, so I gave him my change. And then I walked down the street. Another homeless person was asking for a change. And then I'm all like, I just gave my change away. And
oh, that happened to me. Again, back at UCLA, college days. Second homeless person said, do you have any money or can you spare some change? I said, no, I'm sorry. I just gave my change to another. I didn't want to say bum because that's rude. I said to another beggar because beggar is a more accurate word. What do you think about that?
I think it's kind of stuck up.
Well, I said I just gave my change to another beggar, and this was a black homeless man. He got very upset and angry at me and started shouting at me on the street and saying, beggar? Who you calling a beggar? You're a beggar too. You're a beggar too.
Yeah, I guess we're all beggars. We're always begging, haven't you noticed?
Yeah, I mean, that's how you get a job. You got to go beg on a job interview. That's how you get sales. You got to beg for customers. It's how you get financing for your business, begging investors. Kids, that's how they get money from their parents, begging for toys.
I realize homeless people, they're salespeople. You know what I mean? It's all about the approach. I had the other day, I was by the 7-Eleven. Some homeless person thought approaching me in an angry mode and just knocking on my window really angry, it's a sales approach.
What about the guy that offered you the car wash the one day that I finally washed my car?
Car wash?
Yeah, this guy you told me about that offered you a car wash the day that you washed your car. Actually, you were driving my car the day that I washed the car. He woke you up to offer you a car wash while you were sleeping in the car.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Some black dude. I was sleeping in my car.
That's racist. Black gentleman. African American gentleman.
Some black dude. I was parked. And I was parked on Sunset or something, and on Hollywood. You know, I don't know where it was.
Sleeping on Hollywood Boulevard.
I pulled my car over. I was sleeping, right? And then I don't think it was Hollywood Boulevard. It was Sunset or someplace somewhere like that. And he wakes me up. Hey. I'm like, what? He goes, hey, let me wash your windows. You woke me up for that shit? Can't you see? I'm fucking sleeping?
And I washed the car that day. I paid for a car wash.
Horrible.
Yes, we've all had our experiences with homeless people, and some have been negative, but I had some positive experiences. Like one time, a homeless guy, I was outside a bus stop, asked me for some change. I said, I don't even have enough change for the bus, and he gave me 50 cents for the bus.
Wow. You know what? I heard a lot of these homeless people have a lot of money in their shopping carts. My uncle told me that once the cops pulled over like some homeless person on his shopping cart. And they put out like stacks of dollar bills on top of the police car. They confiscated it from the homeless person.
Well, I see at the intersections they have every red light they ask for dollars from car to car. Like that's one of the more aggressive approaches. But I bet they get $3 to $5 every stoplight, and the stoplights are once every 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're making I think average $80-$90 a day, and they got no expenses.
Oh, I bet they're making $30 an hour. It's probably way better than minimum wage.
You know what? A lot of these homeless people, I don't even recognize them. You know what I mean? They're just like...
Why would you be recognizing all the homeless people?
I mean, if they live around your neighborhood, you would recognize them, right?
I think they have to keep it moving. They can't just stay in the same place forever.
Yeah, they're just like... I think they're on tour. They go on tour from city to city.
Well, what about the homeless comics that live in their vans? A lot of them live in their vans. That's like a tour in itself.
Yeah, they even some even work at the Comedy Store. So I see homeless comedians who are really serious about comedy too. They're really like at it every fucking night, and they're homeless. They talk, and you can tell they're homeless because they have sunburn.
Yeah, they live in their car, and
not even I think they live under the bridge downtown somewhere. I mean, not even downtown. They live under the bridge, probably under Alvarado Boulevard.
If I were homeless, I think I'd live either on the beach or Beverly Hills.
You know what? There was a homeless person once. I took a chick out to Venice Beach. This was like probably 20 years ago. And I was trying to have sex with her on the beach. It was the worst idea ever. I mean, this homeless person just popped out of the sand like a freaking turtle. I'm like, what the fuck? You been here all this time? He just came out like a freaking sea turtle.
Masturbating sea turtle. That must have been really frightening. How'd you feel?
I just got pissed off and left. I was like, okay, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. That's how I said. Just took everything and just got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I tried to take my baby to the park, and I don't know. Parks are just a place for a lot of homeless people, and I don't know. It looked like the meeting of the men's AA meeting or something must have been going on there. There was a lot of like janitor-looking guys hanging out with each other.
In the bathroom?
No, just at the park. A lot of janitor-looking guys all hanging out, and they looked like they were in recovery.
Where was this?
This is just at the park in Glendale.
Oh, wow. Maybe pedophiles.
Yeah, I think it was like a pedophile recovery group that was having their meetings at the park right by the playground. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. I remember when I first moved out of my parents' house, guess where I moved? Guess where I moved?
Where?
Glendale.
Glendale's a nice place.
Yeah, I thought, you know what I mean? It's like I grew up in Los Feliz, and then my one of my closest friends' brother was looking for a roommate, so I moved in with him in one of these apartment buildings. The elevator smelled like freaking sausage and eggs.
Sausage? What kind of sausage?
Like basturma, like some sort of Armenian sausage, like really stinky. It smelled like freaking garlic, sausage, and eggs every day. If I brought a girl inside the elevator, it was you had to hold your fucking breath.
That sounds horrible. Sorry you had to go through that, GT. And yeah, it's a rough.
The elevator would just open like as if like the Terminator, it has some sort of a sound like this. Some sort of weird sound. Like if you were coming home late at night and the elevator just opened up, you'd be like, "Oh crap, someone's coming out to get me." It's like,
well, at least it was just a sausage smell. My friend smelled a dead body in her building, and it was there for 2 weeks. That's how they found it, because of the smell.
it smelled like sausage, garlic / eggs / yogurt /
Sounds horrible.
Armenian food.
Well, it also sounds like the kind of food Armenians eat, so anyway, at least it wasn't a dead body.
Yeah. After a while, I started liking it. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Probably smells like home. Anyway, we better get going. We have some comics coming in, and we've got to get into some talks with them. Hey, ladies, are you looking for hot deals on sexy styles? Check out everydaysweetheart.com. Everyday Sweetheart, where you can find the most sexy fashions for going out, club wear, or just to show off for your loved ones. So check out everydaysweetheart.com and get 10% off with deal code TAKE10, TAKE10, Take 10. Thanks a lot. Hey, we're here doing the Dive Bar Comedy podcast from Universal Bar and Grill. I've got my first comics in the door. Caroline. Caroline, what's your last name?
Langford.
Wow, you said that so well. Do you have an accent?
No, you do, though.
Well, I think we're all putting on British accents just for today. And we have Holly. What's your last name?
Logan.
Holly Logan.
That's an accent, too. It's a southern country accent.
Okay, we got a southern country accent. I've got my made-up accent. Caroline sounds, I don't know where.
Yeah, I'm from the moon.
She's from the moon. That's really
Great, and it's messing up everybody's life right now.
What kind of southern accent do you have?
I'm from Virginia, but I lived in Georgia for like 10 years, so it's really deep southern country.
I heard they just found water on Mars. How do you feel about that, Caroline?
Oh, I'll be first one there, won't I, for a good drink?
Nice. You have a drink of that ice cold water.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
One of the days, people are going to have moon accents.
Yeah.
Or Mars accents. What do you think?
Yeah, one of these days. We just have to conquer space travel. So deep thoughts here at Universal Bar and Grill. Is this your first time in a dive bar, Caroline?
Oh, no, I mean, I'm always... No. Actually, this is my first time at Universal Bar and Grill, and lovely place it is indeed.
How would you describe it?
I describe it as one expects a bar to be, dark, and with great music, and great people.
Aw, such a positive outlook she has. So positive. What about you, Holly? How would you describe this bar?
Potentially fun, potentially drunk people. It looks like they have good alcohol, so I'm excited.
Yes, speaking of good alcohol, we have Global Vodka. That's one of our sponsors. They stock it here at Universal Bar and Grill, and it's organic. Do you have any dietary restrictions, Caroline?
Oh, only organic, I just hear organic and I'm there.
So, Caroline, how long have you been doing comedy?
You want to know that I have been in the business as an actress for 40 years, but comedy only 3 months. So I'm almost a virgin.
Wow, that's fun to be a virgin at anything nowadays.
Of course, but I put it this way: it might be 3 months, but I've jumped into it very fast.
Yep, that's what some of us did with our virginity. So what about you? What's your comedy career been like, Holly?
It's been a year and about 3 or 4 months, so I'm a little bit borderline comedy whore at this point, I guess.
That was quick.
What brought you into comedy? Did you have some sort of crisis in your life that say all of a sudden you wanted to like, hey, I just brought you to comedy? Is that one reason? Was it? Did you have anything happen to you in the life?
My whole life was a crisis, so so it was only natural that I go into comedy. I've always been in comedy, just not stand-up comedy. Now, put it this way: I always sat down with comedy. Now I'm standing up.
You know, there's a stool up there. You can still sit down if you want.
No, I prefer to stand at this stage in my life as long as I can.
What about you, Holly? Anything inspire you to do comedy?
Actually, yes, I've been actually doing it since 5. My neighbor used to sit on the hill and make me tell jokes at the bottom when I was 5, but I had my second brain surgery in 2016. And when I have the scar,
Wow, you can barely see it.
but when I was recovering, I said, what am I doing? I keep getting all these chances again, and so I signed up for a comedy class and haven't turned back.
What kind of brain surgery?
I have a birth defect called Chiari malformation. So my brain was in my the bottom of my brain was caught in my spinal cord. And so they fixed it in 2013. And then I got hit by a car in 2016 and my brain dropped. And so they had to lift it back up.
Oh my God, how scary.
I have to say, though, she's very lucky because she, in fact, has a brain. Not everyone does.
How did you find out you have a brain defect?
It's interesting. I was born with it, but the only way to detect it is MRI. So in 2012 in Atlanta, they had me in the hospital. They thought I was having a stroke. They couldn't see anything, and then they did an MRI, and they said, you haven't had a stroke, because I couldn't walk or talk. And that's what they figured it out. Yeah, 1 in 1,000 people have it, but it's the most misdiagnosed.
So what caused the first incident? What made you go to the MRI?
Because I had a cough and I couldn't get rid of it. I did everything. I took every test possible, like what's wrong with me. And then one day I coughed and slumped over. And then my left side just felt like somebody was sitting on me. And my blood pressure was 200 over 140. And then they took me to the hospital. They said she's having a stroke because I could no longer talk or walk.
Thank God you were not living alone like a lot of these lonely comics out here.
Yeah, well, I'm still lonely and living alone. I was at work, thank God, because had I been home, I'd have been dead. It's funny, comedy.
Great for me because I'm, a raving hypochondriac. And I just hear this. Immediately I'm starting to get all the symptoms she just said she had.
You look like you have it. You look like you have it.
Not have been born with it, but maybe I'm contracting it now from her. It's quite possible. I'm starting to feel, a bit, well, the fact is I might not have it because there's not much of a brain in there. So,
Yes. Bye.
Yes.
Who is that?
I think it's my great aunt. We're not speaking now.
Someone just said bye to us.
yeah, it was her great aunt. Yes.
That was interesting. We're making a lot of friends here at Universal Bar and Grill. We had a homeless guy walk by, come inside the bar, and ask us for $1.
Aw, that's so sad.
Did you give him?
No. He walked off with his shopping cart.
Please don't. I'm sick of their shopping carts. Pedestrians have the right of way, not the goddamn shopping carts.
And those shopping carts cost way more than $1 that they stole from the grocery store.
Well, I think IKEA should start a homeless division, and that way they can help them organize all of that stuff, because I'm really sick of it being on the side of the road. God bless the homeless, but organize your stuff, please.
That's too much. That's too much. Okay, you guys, anything you want to promote or anything you got going on that you want our listeners to hear about?
We just want to promote our sheer beauty and talent, right?
Yes, absolutely. And you don't book unless you have followers, so please follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Comedian Holly Logan, Twitter at HML The Star.
And Instagram for me, Caroline Langford Comedy. Look forward to seeing you there.
All right, thanks. I'm Wild Joe. You can find me at Wild Joe Comedy.
You can find me at GT Music on Twitter. And what else? GTsComedyJam.com.
Cool. All right, thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to the GT Comedy Jam. We got another wonderful comedian coming up in a little bit. I'm late but on time as usual. I'm Mista See the Enforcer, a.k.a. Poppy Calling from the Skip Bags crew. You motherfuckers need to get engaged. So we're going to pop you up. Can I get a motherfucking hell yeah if you're ready for some funny? Can I say hell yeah? Hell yeah. I said say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Goddamn right, you motherfuckers. Hell yeah. So put your hands together. Show some love for the wonderful lady coming up right now. And this is Miss Caroline Langford.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Now, those ladies over there, I'll tell you what. Because, I'm a bit of a narcissist, you see. I love to have everyone look at me. In fact, I can just stand here like this and have everyone look at me. Are you looking? Okay, great. How is everyone? Everyone good? Yeah? Do you like watching documentaries? Who likes documentaries? Do you? Yeah, I love them. Because you learn so much. I was watching a documentary the other night all about animals. And I learned that when animals get rabies, they get really horny. No, it's true. It's called hypersexuality. I tell you what, I really need rabies. I wish I could have rabies. Because then, when my husband says to me, let me guess, tonight you've got a headache, I can say no, darling. I've just been bitten by a dog. Let's get it on. I got a lovely husband, I do. 17 years we're together, all right, yes? And this husband is perfect for me because with him, I never have to diet. You see, he's really, really fat. And next to him, I'm skinny as hell. My friends come around, they go, hey, have you lost weight? You look really good. No, husband's still a beach whale. Sometimes he says to me, darling, do you think I should lose a few pounds? No need, you're perfect. Just keep standing next to me, okay? And then he goes and has a heart attack. No, he's fine, But now he's on this new regime. Exercise machines and eating lettuce. Lettuce! I never married a rabbit, for God's sake. And this is not good, it's not good at all. Because who am I meant to stand next to now? I had to have a talk with him. I said, now don't take me for granted. There's a whole lot of fatties who would stand next to me like that. And I'll have you know, I got an email from Kim Jong-un. North Korea? Fat boy? He's very interested in me. Oh yeah. And he's got his own rocket. So watch it. Now, darling, here, have a piece of cake, a big piece, with some cream and ice cream. There you are. Talking about cakes, I was invited to a friend's kid's birthday party. Now, what is it that when we get to this age, I do, people think we want to be around young children. They don't understand. We just got rid of ours. We don't want to be around yours. But you know what? I went, and I have to admit, he's a sweet little kid. And there he was, standing in front of his cake, with all the candles. Ah. And then he took a deep breath, and he blew out all his germs and spit onto the cake. Yes, thank you. I'd love a piece of chocolate, cholera, dysentery, or whatever else is going around the neighborhood cake. And you know what? We could send this cake off to Ancestry.com and get his DNA results. And after that, we're all going in the pool. Oh, me and 20 children with their unwashed bottoms. You know what? I'll take a big gulp of pool water, build up the immune system. After that, I thought I'd better go to the doctor, get checked out. He said, at your age, every few years you should be having a colonoscopy. Well, I've been having one every week ever since. Oh yeah. You see, because Mazel Tov. Having one every week is great because it's the only time that I can lay there, have something inserted, and I don't have to think. Of course, I didn't know that the first time. And there was me lying on the table going, yes, more, more. And the doctor's, quick, nurse, give her more sedation. But you know, at this age, sex, there's not much of it. But there is a reason. We've run out of positions. No, it's true. Look, ladies here, I'm going to do you all a favor. Later, when you get home, take a mirror and look down like this, and you'll understand what gravity means. So you can't go on top of him because he doesn't want to be looking up at a bloodhound, does he? I know what you're thinking. You're saying, right, fine. I'll go on all fours. Not a good idea. Because then your boobs look like zucchinis. So you say, fine, no, I'll go on my back the old-fashioned way. Still not a good idea, because then your boobs look like pancakes. So the fact is, at this age, the only position left is the ones with the lights off. Now we might not have sex, well, much sex, my husband and I, but I always know when he wants it. Babe, zucchini pancakes! Thank you very much. I'm Caroline Langford.
One more round of applause for Miss Langford. Where you from, Miss Langford?
The moon.
Oh shit, she sounds like she's from across the pond, where men are very comfortable in their sexuality. Anyway, we got another comedian coming up to the stage right now. It's actually a wonderful young lady. She's got a pretty cool name. It's actually very similar to the big YouTuber who put a dead body on the internet and got trouble. She might be his cousin, so I don't know if you want to boo or cheer, because she might be a dead body show or two, but you never know what can happen. I'm sure she's funny as fuck. So put your hands together and show some love for Miss Holly Logan.
Yes. So I now understand what my teachers meant when they said I'm never going to be shit in life. So this is a good place to work out my self-esteem issues and insecurities. Caroline was talking about saggy titties, and mine are in therapy. They don't stand up for themselves anymore. They just fall out and go their separate ways. Yeah, so normally I'm nervous, but not much reason to be nervous tonight. I get nervous about shit like how to hold a microphone, because I want to look professional. Somebody said, well, Holly, hold it like you hold a dick. I said, well, you stroke a dick, and is the mic supposed to end up in my mouth by the end of the night? So I was happy to get out of the house, because I've been on medical leave for a while. I had female surgery. My pussy's broke. Yeah. I had so many surgeries up in here, my shit looks like shredded beef on the inside. Carne asada. If I'm smart about it, I can use like pico de gallo, sour cream, guacamole, selling taco pussy on Taco Tuesdays. Actually, I'm not selling shit because I'm on dick sabbatical right now. Because much like my life, I'm dating losers. We attract one another. Yeah, I'm dating guys really fucked up. The last guy I dated told me he was a specialty beverage vendor. Found out that was code for he sold beer and peanuts at the Clippers games. Yep, I'm in therapy now. I had to process the fact that I'm dating a human fucking vending machine. I have nightmares about beer bottles chasing me up and down the basketball court to the free throw line. Just like somebody telling you they're a florist, but they sell roses at the stoplight. Yep. I'm on a dick sabbatical, but apparently my 82-year-old aunt isn't. You know your sex life is fucked up when your 82-year-old aunt gets more dick than you do? We're talking the other day and she felt the need to tell me that her and her 88-year-old boyfriend still have sex. She said, you know, Holly Clyde threw my legs up in the air and I farted. My puck ain't what it used to be. Now after I got the throw up out of my mouth, I really got to thinking. I said, wait a minute, this man is 88 years old. What comes out when he busts a nut? Powder? Just add water? So I really want to get over this dick hiatus, but I'm actually doing comedy so I can meet celebrities I want to have sex with. I think I have a good chance here tonight. Like Snoop. I like them tall, skinny, with no ass. Like you. You got a shot. Because I don't trust men with big butts. I don't think men take time to wipe their asses like women do. So I figure smaller the ass, better chance they got to get it clean. Because you got to get all up in there. You got to bend over and spread your butt cheeks. Men not taking time to do that shit. Men do drive-by wipes like, zoom, see you later. And let me tell you, it's nothing like going down there and smelling shit-flavored last night's dinner. Yep, shit-flavored last night's dinner and taco pussy. Sounds like a menu for a food truck. And obviously, after tonight, I need a new career. I actually work in human resources in real life, and I hate my job and everybody in it. Because I have to deal with some of the stupidest shit. And you know, being a human resource, you hear a little bit of everything. And I'm all for the Me Too movement. I think it's great. But that shit is causing me more work right now. Because people are filing complaints left and right. I had a girl call me and say she wanted to file a complaint because somebody gave her a box of candy with a note and she thinks it's sexual harassment. So I had to investigate. So I call in the office and the whole time I'm talking to her, I'm side-eyeing this bitch like, you look like the bottom of my shoe with shit on it. Sexual harassment my ass. So I call the other employee in the office and I'm like, look, I'm gonna help you out. We all make mistakes in life. Are you sure you sexually harassed the right person? So then I got in my feelings a little bit and I said, well, wait a minute, somebody sexually harassed this ugly bitch. And nobody tried me. Now I'm all for Me Too, but why not Me Too? That's my time. I'm Holly.
Another round of applause for Miss Holly Logan. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Us too. That's pretty. You said human resources? Oh my God, I just got to talk the other day about wearing shorts on Not Shorts Friday. What the fuck is that about? It's 98 degrees outside. 98 degrees. It's because I'm so man thick. Motherfuckers got jealous. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. Another great job. Another round of applause to Miss Holly Logan once more. Great job on the stage. Smooth as hell. Did a goddamn thing. We got another wonderful comedian coming up. He's got a pretty weird name. I don't know if it sounds like he's a golf player or maybe he plays tennis or he might even be some guy that gets caught up in like a Me Too case. It's one of those kind of names, you never know what it is, if he's a writer, if he's a genius, whatever it is. And he's got a standard name, Dear John, life goes on.
Hey guys, looking for a tent? Need a tent for storage? You need a tent for your wedding? You need a tent for your party? You need a tent because you have no garage? Well, log on to webtentsale.com. webtentsale.com and browse around. See what you want. See what fits your needs. Once again, webtentsale.com. webtentsale.com or call 1-877-918-TENT.
Hey there, I'm Wild Joe.
This is GT.
We're here with Chris King, our next comic. Chris King, what brings you out here to Universal Bar and Grill?
I live a mile away. It's pretty convenient, and I heard it's a fun spot.
So it's your first time here.
My first time here.
What do you think of the place?
I kind of like the vibe. It's sort of old school. It reminds me of I grew up in New York. I grew up in the Bronx. And I don't know, it reminds me of like an old joint. My parents would drag me to.
Yeah, it has. It looks like it hasn't been remodeled in a while.
It smells that way too.
Chris has a good sense of smell.
It's a good like ripe smell in here, but it's fun.
So the Bronx, what brought you all the way to LA from the Bronx?
Well, I've lived here since 1988, so I've been here since I was 21, and I've been here. I used to be a manager for actors, and I lived in the Bay Area, and I made olive oil, and I'm a writer, and I'm a mom, so I kind of wear a lot of different hats.
Wow, not many people wear the olive oil hat.
I won a blue ribbon, so I'm bragging a bit.
Blue ribbon olive oil. Can you tell us about what was so special about this olive oil?
Absolutely. Can I curse? Yeah. Fucking nothing. You literally shake the tree, you get the olives, you bring it to the collective, and then you smile at the judges, and they go, "Oh, that's a blue ribbon."
Maybe your olive oil was the cleanest olive oil, or you had the best olive trees.
I wore a low-cut dress to the ceremony. I think that got me over the edge.
Wow. Well, you have great cleavage. I'm missing the cleavage. I never had cleavage as an A cup, so.
You have beautiful blue eyes. That'll get you just as far.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So have you ever been tempted to go back to the Bronx?
I go back all the time. My family's back in New York, so I go back a lot and visit and eat well and, see the old neighborhood.
But you don't want to live there?
You can't afford to live there anymore.
Oh, wow. LA is expensive too.
Well, it's all the boroughs are gentrified, Queens and Brooklyn and Staten Island and the Bronx, so it's pretty much out of my price range.
Wow. Well, it's also out of my weather range because it's always warm here.
Where are you from?
I'm from Northern California, Modesto, where we have a bit of a range from winter to summer. It's hotter in the summer and kind of colder in the winter, but no snow or anything like that.
No, I know Modesto. Yeah, we used to drive. Isn't that like on the way to Yosemite?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been through Modesto.
I think a lot of people go through there, and there's not much reason to stop. I mean, unless you have to go to the bathroom or something, there's not much reason to stop in Modesto.
I've had some really good peas in Modesto. It's been great. My son, we've all peed there in Modesto.
So you stopped by Modesto?
I passed through and peed in Modesto.
Yeah. Wild Joy's from Modesto. I'm from LA. But anyways, so you ever done comedy in New York?
No, I haven't. I have too many friends and family there. They cannot hear all my vagina jokes.
So you are the opposite of our last person that we were talking to. The last comic we were talking to said she's very clean, and even though she's dirty in her real life, she's clean in her comedy. How would you describe your comedy?
Honest, true to my life. It's not clean. My life is not clean. So I'm very honest. So what's ever happening in my life, you're going to hear on stage.
All right. It's uncensored, no holds barred. We like that.
Was that Caroline who said she's clean?
Yes, Caroline said she's dirty in real life and clean in comedy.
She's a filthy bitch, Caroline. I love her.
That's funny. All right, GT, what do you think about this?
I think what are the topics you like to talk about? You like to talk about vagina. You're a very sexual comic. Is that what you are?
I talk about, I'm 51 years old. I've lived. I've been, had a life. And now it's the first time I've been single since 1998. And, it's kind of fun.
Wow. I think I was single since 1998.
No, so it's kind of fun. And, I talk about what's going on in my life. I'm a mom and I'm a writer. And I don't know. I'm just kind of ruleless these days. I have no rules.
So you just became single or just?
No, the last year and a half I've been single.
So that's nice. You get to check out the other side.
The other side. Yeah, it's been a fun other side. It's like an amusement park.
I lived in the amusement park for many, many years in LA, but I actually am the opposite of you. I recently got married.
Yeah, who knew an unemployed single chubby mom from Toluca Lake would be cock catnip? But it's true.
My friend, you're beautiful. You have a great figure. My friend, she's really let herself go since high school, and she's a blimp. I got to say, she's a blimp. And
don't name names.
She drives.
She is.
She knows who she is. She's driving Uber and Lyft, and she's picking up on hot, studly 23-year-old boys, and they are, crazy for her.
it's weird. It's like bizarre. It's like there's sort of like this weird. Also, you know, I do a bit about like talking about my house. Like I have a nice house. I have a pool. I have a teenage son. Stocked refrigerator. You know, very enthusiastic pussy. It's like this shit sells itself. You know.
I guess that's one way of looking at the MILF market, guys. Go for the MILF market.
I'm not a MILF. No. It's not a MILF. It's a whole different breed of like, it's different. I'm an Uber MILF.
Uber MILF. That's a catchphrase.
It's mom I want to move in with. It's different.
Wow.
Here, like it's different. Can you
Please adopt me.
yeah, adopt me? Like come up with a nice way to phrase that.
So are you out looking for a relationship, or you just want to be Sex in the City type of mom?
Yeah, no relationship. I'm not ready for that. I'm like too busy, too many shows, too much going on in my family life, and no more relationships for a while.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, it's too many, too long, you know, marriage, like all of it. Done.
Well, sounds like you have a lot of material for your comedy.
How long were you married?
We weren't married, but we were together for a really long time, and it's just, you know, it's just time to kind of be free. I'm enjoying this.
Cut the cord on that guy that he never even proposed to you.
Oh, no, he did propose. We just, you know, we didn't get married.
Lazy.
Yeah, well, we got engaged, but then we got pregnant like 4 months into the engagement, and like I never wanted to like get married while I was pregnant. And you have a baby, we put it off, and like I don't know, and then it just didn't work out. But you know, I got a good parting gift, got a great kid, child support for 18 years, and a diamond ring. Like it's not too bad.
You still wear the diamond ring though, seriously.
I traded in for a Mercedes.
Nice. Very nice. I like this lady.
Are you learning something?
Yeah, next time I have the chance.
How old are you? You're engaged.
No, I'm not telling you my age. But no, I'm already married. So,
I'm sorry.
well, yeah, it's baby season now. Baby season.
Are you pregnant?
I have a little baby at home.
Oh, how old?
8 months.
Oh. And you're so happy to be out of the house right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, it's fun. This is great. I'm like a kid like in Disneyland, but opposite. It's like going to Disneyland with no kids.
Boy, girl?
Girl.
Are you breastfeeding?
Yes, it's very intensive.
You don't look like you're breastfeeding.
Well, I bet you looked very voluptuous when you were breastfeeding. This is as voluptuous as it gets for me. This is the max size for me.
That's like the titty fairies come when you're breastfeeding. Look what happened. They didn't visit?
This is the titty fairy for me.
I'm sorry.
So you've been doing comedy for how long?
Only a year.
Oh wow, you're still a green pea. You're still a green pea.
No, I've been in the entertainment business for years. So, I mean, and I've been a writer. So this is a new avenue for me. And I take to it I like it. It feels comfortable.
So what are the major comedy clubs you performed at?
Laugh Factory, Comedy Store, the Improv, the Ice House, Flappers, pretty much most of the and then all the small rooms.
Cool. So do you have any social media or any place where people can find you online?
Yeah, you can find me at, on Instagram at Chrissy Berry, ChrissYberries.
Great. All right. Well, it was fun talking to you.
Pleasure. Good luck with those boobies.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks for showing up.
So next coming up is actually the person whose last name I attached to Miss Caroline earlier and whatnot. This is another wonderful comedian, or should I say comedian, coming up to the stage right now. If you're still with me out there, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Can I get one more hell yeah? That's what I'm talking about. Do some drugs later, guys. Do some drugs. I support that. All right. All right, so put your hands together, show some love, because comedians bring their heart and soul to you. It's like bringing their baby on the stage and saying, do you like my baby? And then you look at it and say, hey, your fucking baby's ugly. So show comedians some love when they do what they do, because it's heart and motherfucking soul. Put your hands together and show some love for the lady coming up right now, Miss Christine.
King. Let's go, motherfuckers. Let's wake the fuck up, all right? I gave up some major dick tonight to be here tonight. So you're going to listen and you're going to learn. And you are very patient, by the way. I watched you through a lot of stuff this evening, okay? And I'm dressed like a mom from the WB in some, like, when you can tell by the way I use my watch. I mean, this is special. So we are gonna talk a little bit this evening. You guys having a good time? Yeah? How about you, old guys from the Muppets? Right? You guys are like the guys up in the balcony, like making comments, yeah? Wow. That was so cute. What's your name? Hi, Jason. Cute dimples. Are you guys on a date? You like boyfriend, girlfriend? Where are we at? How long? A year. Really? What's your anniversary? Don't answer. What's your anniversary?
May 23rd.
Keeper. I was on a date the other night. Actually, it wasn't a date. It was a business meeting. But I'm single, and I thought, oh well, this guy's kind of handsome. So halfway through the dinner, I asked him, I'm like, so what's your sign? He's like, I'm not like into that woohoo shit. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, just out of curiosity, what is it? He's like, I'm a Libra. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure if I said I love sucking Libra dick, you'd be into that woohoo shit. All right? He's like, yeah. But what's your sign? Yes.
Gemini.
What's your sign? Aries. Ooh, some good sex over there. What's your sign?
Scorpio.
Ooh, you like to fuck. I'm just saying, they do. What's your sign?
Virgo.
I like the earth signs. What's your sign?
Sagittarius the best.
You're a cheater. I'm just saying. No, but if you live in California long enough, and I've been here since 1988, you start to know some shit about the signs. You know, it's like, Pisces, they're deep. Scorpios, horny and slutty, but you get it done. Leos are the only sign that lead with their sign. It's like, hi, I'm 5 feet, I'm bald, I live with my mother, I have no job, and I'm 300 pounds, but I'm a fucking Leo. That's how they lead. But no, I've lived here for a long time. I'm 51. Woo! No, thanks. Thank you, baby. It's pretty dark in the disco. But no, this is the first time I've been single in a really long time. Like, I've had marriages and boyfriends since 1998. So it's like, this was my summer off, and my son goes away every month with his father for a big trip. And like, I used to get really sad when they did this, but now it's like, all right, let me take a breath. Let me start breathing and prepping and preparing, for what I like to call, Camp Cock. I'm serious, like nothing but doobies and dicks for 30 days, and I don't want to be in a relationship, and it's kind of fun, I'm free. I'm 51 years old. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, my vagina's vintage, okay? Technically it is. Anything over the age of 50 and under 100 is considered vintage. It's true. So I thought, like, oh my God, my vagina's vintage too, and I don't like the sound of that. Nor does my pussy. Sorry, she's like, fuck this Eileen Fisher life. I'm a millennial. I'm not putting up with this. And I know technically, ladies, we know, the vagina and the pussy, they're one and the same, but they have very different needs, very different agendas. You, health, hygiene, reproduction. That's the vagina. Pussy, well, she wants to play. She wants to party. You take your vagina to church, and you take your pussy to Vegas. That's it. But no, being this age, people think, don't tell people your age. Like, I like being 51. You get carte blanche. You can do whatever you want. Whatever the fuck you want. As long as you're nice. You can say what you want, you can do what you want, and you're kind of like the old bitch in the room. As long as you're nice. But no, I have a 16-year-old son, and he's 6'2", he's gorgeous, he's kind, he's beautiful. Unlike his mom, like, he has no game. I'm serious. He has no game. He's like, Mom, why didn't she call? Mom, why didn't she text? Mom, like, does she like me? And it's exhausting. Are there any parents in the room besides you?
Yeah.
How old's your kid?
19.
So everything's a teachable moment, but sometimes you just want to be like, shut the fuck up, okay? Get it together, man. You got a Dodger Dog dick and a trust fund, okay? This shit sells itself. It's true, right? Right? He's got some extra, use that. That shit goes a long way at any age. I'm sorry, you guys like those pussies young and tight. We like those dicks big and rich. Don't act like you don't think that way, ladies. There's nothing wrong with a big dick and a big wallet. But anyway, I'm exhausted. I got here early, and I'm boring the comics. So I'm going to go home and try and get that dick that I passed up to come here tonight. Have a good night.
Hey, if any of you are in the LA area and you have slippery floors, don't be liable for slip and fall accidents on your floor. Check out tightgripla.com. Tightgripla.com. Slip-proofing solutions for any tile floor. Entryways, bathrooms, kitchens, restaurants, you name it. Check out tightgripla.com.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for listening, and be sure to tune in next time to the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast.